covering the Villages for you. Here's Jill Winters and the VNN Lifestyle News Team.
Let's take a look back at some of our favorite stories aired right here on VNN. Every Tuesday, January through April, the Baker's Dozen's neighborhood social group play bocce and shuffleboard together. Then they head to Chili's and Lady Lake. The rest of the year, they dine out at different restaurants. And for at least the past 3 years, Shelly Beard has been their waitress at Chili's, forming a special bond and connection.
These people are like my family, so I started waiting on them just by chance. Like I was the only person here to take care of them, and they've grown into my family, and I'm forever changed because of it.
7 or 8 years ago, she had an enzyme that attacked her cornea. She went to Gainesville. She was blind twice in both eyes, and they saved her left eye, and the right eye couldn't be saved. So at the time, she didn't have insurance, couldn't pay to have anything done. We've been coming here and we got to know her, and everybody in the group loves her. Earlier this year, after our meeting, one of the gals, Doreen Maciard, came up to me and she said, "Mike, the girls have been talking and we'd be willing to pay to donate to try to get Shelly's problem taken care of." The Baker's Dozen board donated a nice, generous donation. She had cosmetic surgery so that it looks like the left eye, but her right eye had gotten so bad she had 80/20 vision in it.
My life has been changed, literally. Like I can drive now because I got 2 contacts, not just one. I can drive. I don't have to worry about people like judging me or looking at me or wondering what people are thinking about my eye, but my life has been forever changed. I never thought that someone would do this for me. It's something that was in my grasp, but as a single parent, it's something I would never do for myself. So yes, I was astounded would be the word probably. I love them. Thank you, and I love them. It's like my family that I don't have.
I mean, it's just a success story that won't quit. We all try to give back what we can, but this is an instance where we gave her a life-changing option, and she lived with it for years. Her whole life is going to change, and change for the better.
Baker's Dozen is made up of almost 130 homes in Village Santo Domingo, and together they raised around $4,500 to help Shelly get her permanent contact lens on her right eye, as well as surgery to fix her failing vision in her left eye. August 8th was a big day at the Village's High School Middleton campus. Freshmen were on the grounds first, getting a tour of the brand new state-of-the-art home of the Buffalo prior to the first day of school.
I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a year to remember, being able to be the first ones.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like we're special. But it looks really nice and it's really big. Not everybody gets to be able to go to schools like this, and we're very grateful. I'm just excited. It's our last year. We get to be the first graduating class.
Principal Rob Grant says everyone is excited to start the era at Villages in Middleton. With the new campus, the Villages Charter School's enrollment capacity rises to 6,500. Director of Education Dr. Randy McDaniel says they are thrilled to have the ability to serve more kids, and that is what this is all about, providing educational opportunities for this growing community of families. As he says, they have basically been full the last couple of years with one campus, which limited their ability to grow. The Villages High School was inspired by institutions of higher learning and collegiate campuses, and it was designed to be a beacon for the community. It features the latest in technology, academics, arts, sciences, and athletics. The academic buildings will feature 12 career academies that prepare graduates for post-secondary opportunities, along with the world of work. The campus also is home to the Tracy Performing Arts Center and a courtyard with areas reserved for outdoor living and a large dining hall, too. Up next, we have details about a medical game changer.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN. Broadcasting and streaming live from Lake Sumter Landing in a small building with big windows near the water. AM 640, 102.7 and 104.5 FM. Your soundtrack to the Villages. WVLG Wildwood.
Four.
Hearing loss doesn't have to be this painful.
We can help. Take our 7-day free trial.
Elite Hearing Centers of America. From hearing problems to hearing solutions.
This is VNN.
Minimally invasive surgery is the way of the future, and UF Health remains ahead of the curve. UF Health has added a second Da Vinci 11 surgical system to its arsenal of innovative equipment. The new robotic surgical assistant is at UF Health Leesburg Hospital, and it leads to less pain and shorter hospital stays for patients than traditional surgeries.
It's going to be a life changer and quicker recovery for the patients, and a good feather in the cap for Leesburg. Branches us together with the villages and makes us comparable to be able to provide the same services as the villages. Hernias, gallbladders, nephrectomies. Dr. Morella is very good at nephrectomies.
Dr. Venkata Morella performed the inaugural surgery using the new robotic system on July 5th. Wesley was the attending nurse on that first case and believes adding the Da Vinci is a significant step in furthering patient care. Da Vinci gives surgeons a broad visualization of the operative field and precision control of surgical instruments. Its advanced robotic computer and 3D imaging technology allows surgeons to perform complex procedures through small incisions. A surgeon sits in front of the console for a detailed 3D view and uses hand and foot controls to move the instruments. Villages High School graduate Brooke Yerk is a certified surgical technician who also was involved in that first surgery. She has worked with the machine at a different facility, but will now get more hands-on experience for the first time. She helps with the instruments being inserted into the Da Vinci 11's many arms. The instruments reach into the patient's body and allow the surgeon to perform the surgery from the console.
It's a new age, coming of the times, and just bringing us up to where we need to be.
UF Health Central Florida Chief Executive Officer Heather Long says placing the most current technologies in the hands of the incredibly talented and experienced surgeons they have at UF Health Leesburg Hospital means they can offer patients the very best combination of skill and innovation. They are proud to add this capability to their expanding list of advanced minimally invasive services.
Here's your VNN 5-day weather.
From the WVLG Weather Center, this is Christopher James with your VNN 5-day forecast. Rain chances continue on Friday, 80% chance of rain throughout today. Those rain chances go to 30% on both Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures in the high 80s, low 90s. Labor Day high going to be about 90 degrees. Clear day and a clear start to the week. Next week looks sunny.
Lady Lake Police Department Canine Officer Josh Higgins has a new partner, Canine Ember, a 2-year-old black Labrador retriever.
I thought I hit the jackpot with my first dog, but it's your first dog, kind of like first love. When I got him, I was very, very, very excited. We're 2 peas in a pod, we ride around. He's calm enough to where I can let him up in the front seat. He can ride shotgun in the car, and when he's had enough, he just curls up and lays down and goes to sleep in the front seat until it's time to do another job. Oh, he's a clown. He's a clown. He's full of himself, as you kind of saw earlier. He loves everyone, loves life. He's a happy dog, but he is very task and goal oriented, so he's very good at his job. But he can also come out and interact with the community. We could bring him around kids. We could bring him around, the senior centers and have him be the face in public. We're going to have another tool at our disposal for the officers to use. He's trained in narcotics detection, so without him, we have case law and laws and regulations on what we can and can't do when we come across that kind of stuff, where he allows us another avenue to keep our streets safe and clean from that kind of stuff. Or if you have a loved one that goes missing or a criminal that decides they don't want to stop and surrender to us and take off running or something like that, he can use their scent and track them to locate them. That goes for dementia, missing persons, missing children. If you guys see us out and about, I take them for walks around the square and through the shops and sometimes in the neighborhood. Don't hesitate to come say hello and give them a treat, love them up, throw a ball for them.
After 160 hours of training and certification, August 9th was K9 Ember's first shift. After this commercial break, colorful characters have some fun.
You're living the dream. Fun times and great tunes. Jackhammering the rock and roll. Delighting up the dance in R&B. It's your Village's house party on your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
The best mix of music. The songs you love. Your Village's soundtrack. WVLG.
Our community has over 25,000 senior citizens, and unfortunately, thousands have been victims of fraud.
There are things you can do to protect yourself from being victimized. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Fraud is the one crime you can truly avoid if you know what to look for. To learn more, go to your sheriff's website. Your sheriff's coming together to protect our seniors and our communities.
August 1st marked the start of International Clown Week. Members of Clown Alley 179 were all over this community spreading joy, and that started with a visit to the Daily Sun and to the WVLG radio studio in Lake Sumter Landing.
Just promoting clowning and the joy of clowning, and we are going to be at several locations. In fact, every day we are doing something to promote it. We're going to be going to a school, Christian Academy. We're also going to be at Starbucks and Panera, the Flying Biscuit, different places, just doing frames and pictures and introducing ourselves.
What International Clown Week is good is it allows us to show the art of clowning to more people because it gets the word out more. So people will come out and watch the parades and visit us at various locations and get the balloons and the face painting and we just get to talk and have fun with people.
When we first came here to visit, I saw the parade and I wanted to do it. That just tickled my heart. And then when I saw the faces on kids and everything else, it was just right up my alley.
You get to make an emotional impact on others. And the short contact you have, 30 seconds, 3 minutes, you can see the difference you have in their lives. But when you go home, you realize that you made a bigger impact on yourself than you woke up that morning. And that's what's fabulous, because you touched people and they touch you.
We're just there to entertain them and bring joy to their life.
But if somebody wants to see us and meet us and come join us, come either the second, third, or fourth Monday of the week. Right now we're at Laurel Manor. We're normally at Savannah Center. But they can join in, start to learn some of the arts of clowning and because what's great about an alley is we have room for everybody. Whether you're a balloonist, a face painter, whether you do bubbles, whether you're technical and you make the buttons or some of the little, toys we do, whether you're in the audio visual, an alley has a place for everybody. So we're looking for all different types. Not everybody goes out and dances with the kids on the square. Everybody can fit in our alley.
For all you anglers out there, this community has lots of fishable bodies of water that are filled with a variety of fish. And there are 2 chapters of the village's Freshwater Fishing Club, too.
Things have been going great for us. Our membership is up considerably. We went from 157 members in November to, we're sitting at 443 right now. We attribute it to starting up the Southern chapter and affording us the opportunity for everyone to come to a meeting eliminating the waiting list was a big thing because some of them guys were sitting on that waiting list for a couple of years. And after that, you lose interest. And the reason we had the waiting list is because they only met here at my Iona Rec Center. There we go. Yep. Okay. You've got the largemouth bass, you've got the tilapia. With the warmer water temperatures, the fish get a little bit more challenging than they do in the wintertime. Yes, they're hungry, but they're still a little tougher to go through and try and get. So we catch a few here and there, but like in the wintertime, we'll go through and catch twice as many fish. They're hungry and they're getting ready to go through and spawn and all of that as well. Anybody that is interested in freshwater fishing, everybody is welcome. As long as you're a resident of the Villages, you're welcome to the Freshwater Fishing Club. We want to go through and promote, the catch and release program. We want to go through and teach people. It's fun. We go through and supply a lot of the major the regional rec centers with fishing equipment, tackle, lures, all of that, so they can go through and just give them their village ID card, check out a rod and reel, and go to one of the ponds that's right next to it and fish.
The North Chapter of the Villages Freshwater Fishing Club meets at 6 p.m. at the pond next to Lake Iona Recreation on the second Tuesday of each month, while the Southern Chapter meets at Everglades Recreation the fourth Tuesday of each month at 6 p.m. Coming up next, we have professional bowling coverage for you.
You're always welcome at Cody's.
Follow me right this way.
It's where friends and family meet for fun times and great food.
We enjoy the 2-for-1 happy hour from 11 to 7.
We come here for the amazing nightly entertainment.
Great service and loads of smiles await you at Cody's Original Roadhouse in Brownwood and Lake Sumter Landing.
This hurricane preparedness tip from VNN and WVLG is brought to you by the Villages Insurance.
Hi, this is WVLG staff forecaster Christopher James. Let's discuss the best protection against the dangers of a hurricane. It's simply preparation. Learn about your community's hurricane response plan. Create an evacuation plan with members of your household to minimize confusion and fear. Plan routes to local shelters and register family members with special medical needs. Evacuate if advised to do so by authorities. Avoid flooded roads. Standard homeowners insurance doesn't cover flooding. For info on flood insurance requirements in your area, visit the National Flood Insurance website at www.floodsmart.gov. And of course, listen to WVLG for live weather reports from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. every day, along with severe weather updates as warranted throughout the day. Keep listening for more information, including supplies, pet tips, and detailed information to keep on hand during hurricane season, presented by The Villages Insurance. And thanks for listening to Your Villages Soundtrack, WVLG.
Among the names of Professional Bowlers Association Hall of Famers inside Spanish Springs Lanes earlier this month, competing in the PBA 50 The Villages Classic, were nearly 24 area bowlers who are learning a lot and having a blast.
Especially for the couple of guys that it's their very first tournament or maybe their second tournament in a couple cases. I says you can't be looking around you and worrying about somebody you know that, like maybe a P.D. Weber or an Amleto or somebody that's won many titles. You got to worry about your own game. Boy, you look forward to this one. No matter where you live, if you get a chance to go in your hometown, which this is now, it's a lot of fun to come. A lot of people rooting you on and all that. And you always try a little harder. I think you want to do better when you're in front of the people that you know. But as far as seniors go, with a captive audience like we have here, it's really great. It's really nice to see. And this place is probably going to be filled, morning, afternoon, and night, because a lot of locals are on all different squads. And so people you might bowl in league with, people you know from just being out bowling or golfing or something, I think they're going to come and support the Village Bowlers.
Experience was good. You get to learn
different patterns, get to learn what these guys do for a living and respect what goes on out there. It was a very good learning curve. Wanted to do it again this year just so I could get more knowledge in the bowling. You know, I'm throwing the ball really good in different house patterns and different sport patterns, so why not do the PBA patterns? I'm very honored and blessed. I'm very happy that I was able to participate. I have the health to be able to compete with these guys. These guys out here are great. They take you in with open arms. They give you help and tips. They push you to move forward, push you to do better. And they're just awesome to bowl with. The crowds here are great. They got stands up here. I got fans coming in my work. I got fans from the people that bowl here all the time.
The 2023 PBA 50, the Villages Classic, featured some of the best senior bowlers in the world, and some local bowlers really impressed as well. This is the first time Village of Case and Hammock resident Mike Zarnick has ever competed in a PBA 50 tournament, and it's been a memorable experience.
I moved down here and I was retired, met up with friends here and had been doing a lot more bowling. So felt much more practiced and thought it was time to go do it. It's awesome. The first day took a long time to decompress afterwards, right? Second day, almost as long. Today it felt like it's a little easier to decompress.
Mike bowled all 18 games of qualifying on the same pair as Professional Bowlers Association Hall of Famer Amleto Monticelli, and Mike qualified in 26th place.
He was great, very personable. We knew a lot of people in common, so a lot of chit chat, but stuck to business for the most part, and it was good. He was very helpful, and hopefully I likewise. So to be respected and asked how the lanes were was great. I saw everybody that was standing back there and I truly appreciated it. It was great to have the support. Living the dream.
Fellow villager Gary Faulkner admits the oil pattern this week has been beyond challenging, resulting in a physical and mental grind.
They're brutal. They are so tough out there. The wet is super wet. And the dry is literally like sandpaper. The ball hits the dry way too quick and it's gone, but if you don't get to the dry, forget it. It just never hits the head pit. It just skids forever. You gotta have a game plan, and if the game plan's not working, you gotta abandon it. You gotta get rid of it really quick. You can't sit there and try to keep doing the same things over and over and over again. If you're not mentally in the right place, you will tend to get into that I don't want to let people down feeling, which is tough to get out of. You go out there and if you miss a spare or you shoot 160, you have a bad game, all of a sudden it's like you're looking at everybody back there and you're going, oh man, I'm letting them down. You're not letting yourself down, you're letting them down. So you got to block that, you got to push that away.
For a look at the final day of the 2023 PBA 50, the Villages Classic, look for my story in Saturday's sports section of your Daily Sun. Mike finished in 25th place overall, and Gary finished in 27th out of 180 bowlers. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Stay with us. More Villages lifestyle news is coming up right after this on VNN.
Going on now at Kart World Golf Cars, the summer clearance. All new 2023 club cars and Garias must go.
Buy now and save big. Model year and discounts up to $1,250.
Whether you're in the market for a 2, 4, or 6-seater with gas, electric, or lithium power, Kart World has it.
There's never been a better time to buy.
Hurry, don't miss out. When these cars are gone, so are these prices.
I'm Dr. Al Turry. I'm the Director of Audiology for the Villages Health, and I'm surprised and proud to tell you that I've been practicing audiology in the Villages for just over 15 years. The Villages Health is the premier health system in the Villages, and the Villages Health Audiology is the premier audiology clinic in the Villages. We have 9 doctors, 8 locations. Would you believe that we have the only rotary chair in the Villages? For those of you with falls and dizziness and vertigo, we're the place to come to understand what's causing that and then to get you to the right specialist to treat it. We don't just stick hearing aids in your ear and say, call me if you have a problem. I'm so proud of the evidence-based care that we provide. not only in our testing, but in our treatment. When we treat folks with hearing loss, when we put hearing devices on them, it's so much more than, is that too loud or is that clear? We actually validate your outcomes, we verify the fittings using science. We treat our patients really well, and they're not afraid to brag about it. So I shouldn't even brag about us, they're doing it for us.
Flipper's Pizzeria tossed around a fun idea on how they could connect with kids during the summer. That resulted in the creation of a pizza camp that has been a sizzling success now for years.
They get to experience what it is to make a pizza and what we do every day. So our head chef will show them how to stretch out a pie, put it on the correct size screen, sauce it, cheese it, the toppings of their choice, and then they come over and watch one of our other chefs, usually myself, will put it inside the oven and bake it in our brick-fired ovens at 620 degrees. It takes about 7 minutes, and then they'll be able to enjoy their creation. You know, we got quite a number of kids throughout the 3 days, so we're looking at about 24 to 28 kids per week that get to experience flippers and what us artisans are all about. The feedback has been nothing but positive. Our very first child for this year was actually one that was part of the class 5 years ago. And she was the first one that came back. She's 13 now. And Grandma and Grandpa still had the video of her making a pizza as an 8-year-old. And now they have a video of her as a 13-year-old making it. It just brings out the father in me to be able to watch the kids enjoying themselves, be goofy with them. Sean will show off today and, spinning the pizzas, things like that. Teach kids how to catch a pie as we throw it. So I just have a lot of fun doing it. It brings me back to when my kids were that young.
Gary says they average between 7 and 8 kids participating in each pizza camp at both Flipper's Pizzeria locations. He says it's not only a great experience for the kids, but also for himself and his staff. We just packed a lot of stories into just one show, and we hope you enjoyed seeing them once again. Thanks for watching.
When cleaning your air ducts, it's important to clean the entire system. An air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer removes pounds of trapped dirt, dust, and allergens from your home completely. A cleaning that improves your home's indoor air quality, keeps your home cleaner longer, and can even improve the efficiency of your HVAC system. We want you to have the cleanest and healthiest indoor air possible, so call for a free inspection today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
You want to enjoy your home, we know. To live well is to eat well. Knox Restorations knows you want a beautiful kitchen to enjoy your favorite meals with your family. Licensed, bonded, and insured, we can make it happen. Bathroom? We work with trusted brands and American-made materials for a squeaky clean result. Family owned and operated for over 14 years, experienced craftsmen and design consultants. We stand on it. We'll make you look like a million. It's up to you what you tell your neighbors. And much more. So relax. Doc's Restorations will take care of it all for you. One company, one source, one solution.